Hey there guys, it's your good pal Wiggly, and welcome back to more Let's Play Hey Pikmin Blind. In the last episode, we started exploring Sector 2, and in this episode we're going to continue doing that, but first it is time for the unnecessary Pikmin showcase. This time, we aren't going to be talking about the 3DS at all, but instead a peripheral for the handheld that released almost a decade prior. Check this out.
The game is inside the cards. New e-reader for Game Boy Advance. Slide the cards to play some of your favorite games. E-reader comes with a classic game and a sample pack. More games sold separately. Rated E for everyone.
That was a commercial for the Nintendo e-reader, which was an add-on for the Game Boy Advance, and if you thought locking content behind Amiibo was crazy because of how hard they can be to collect, then strap in. The e-reader unlocks content in GBA games that supported it by scanning a dot code on the bottom of the card, kinda like the magnetic strip on a credit card, and later they released the e-reader Plus, which would connect to the GameCube with the link cable and download games from it. In the West, we only ever got the e-reader Plus, but it was just called the e-reader here. The cards usually came in packs like trading cards, so if you wanted a whole set, you basically just had to get lucky and find the cards you were missing in a store that happened to have them in stock. If this sounds familiar to you, then you probably know about the Animal Crossing Amiibo cards, which is basically the second coming of the e-reader. But what does this have to do with Pikmin? Exclusively in Japan, there was a set of cards called the Pikmin Puzzle Cards for E+. There were red, yellow, and blue themed cards with 4 packs each, 5 cards in each pack, which totals up to 60 cards in the set. And that might already sound like a difficult set to collect, but there were also 12 promotional cards that you could only either get as a reward through Club Nintendo or through a magazine subscription at the time. There was also a Pikmin 2 themed binder to store your cards in that released as part of a magazine subscription. Suddenly, being an Amiibo collector doesn't seem so bad to me anymore. But, as I mentioned, these aren't just collectibles, they unlocked content in games as well, but there was never a Pikmin GBA game, so how did you use them? This is the Japanese GameCube release of Pikmin 2, the only version of the game to support the e-reader. You can't use the North American or PAL GameCube releases, or even the Japanese Wii version, only this one. So let's go ahead and hit start, and head down to the bottom option here, which is the bonus menu. And in here you can see the very bottom option has E+ next to it, obviously relating to the e-reader Plus. And here we have a little diagram telling us how to connect everything, and this is where things get real fun. This is what it looks like to use the Japanese e-reader Plus on the Game Boy Advance. As you can hear, there is a voice reading all the menu options to us, which is pretty cool. It's not very often you got to hear a voice on the GBA. Let's head down to the second option. And you could hear the word GameCube there for a moment. That's because this is the option to connect to the GameCube. And the e-reader is now trying to sense data coming from the GameCube through the link cable to the GBA, but obviously nothing is being sent there yet. So let's head back over to Pikmin 2, which I have the sound muted for because I don't want the sound to overlap because it is very annoying trying to listen to both the e-reader and the GameCube. So let's go ahead and press the A button on the GameCube. And here we have 3 different mini-games that we can play using the e-reader. The top one is called Plucking Pikmin. Let's select that one. And it's going to send the data over to the GBA, which is pretty awesome. I can't believe they managed to pull that off in the 2000s. We no longer need to worry about what's going on the GameCube screen, so let's head back over just to the full Game Boy Advance interface here. And as you can see, we have 30 different levels that we can play here, and there are 3 levels tied to each different Pikmin card. That's too much to explain. Basically, you can only access certain levels with certain cards. I'm only going to be showing off the first 2 levels, so right now we are going to go ahead and press the A button. To unlock levels for Plucking Pikmin in particular, the background of the card that you scan has to be red, so I just scanned the red Pikmin card. Again, different levels are tied to different cards, but if you want to play the first couple levels, the red Pikmin card is the one to do it. As you can see, every minigame has 30 levels apiece, and I thought about covering all 90 levels as a bonus video series for the Pikmin 2 Let's Play, but I'll be honest, these puzzles get pretty robust and kind of difficult, at least for me personally, and this minigame, Plucking Pikmin, is the only one that I consider myself to be any good at. So I'm just going to be showing off the first 2 levels of each minigame. This is the first level. Text is in Japanese. It's not too important. These games are really, really simple in concept. We can walk around as Louie. The music is the Pikmin 2 Challenge Mode menu theme, but a remix of it for the GBA sound chip. Well, the GBA doesn't have a sound chip. You know what I mean. We can walk around. When we walk up to a Pikmin, we can pluck it, and it'll always pluck to the tile behind us. The goal is to pluck all Pikmin. You can't walk onto tiles where Pikmin are. That's part of the strategy here. When you are right next to a Pikmin, you don't have to walk back and walk forward. You can always just hold B and just turn around on the spot. So that's kind of a nice feature that they thought of. Red and blue Pikmin will go 1 tile behind you, but yellow Pikmin fly higher, of course, so they'll go 2 tiles back. Once again, it's kind of neat how much they thought this out. And this level's just kind of a freebie. No real issues here. There's no real way to fail this level, I don't think. Unless maybe you make like a wall that you can't walk through to get to the last Pikmin, but I don't even know if that's possible. And when you pluck them all, you win the stage, and they all turn into flower Pikmin. And they will also turn into flower Pikmin on the level select screen here. And now the second level is where things get much more interesting. Not only are we playing as Olimar now, the superior character, we have to deal with hazards now. Obviously, we have a fire hazard, we have an electric hazard, and we have a water hazard. Only blue Pikmin can go onto water, and yellow onto electric, and red onto fire, of course. So, obviously, if we plucked this yellow Pikmin, he would go right into the fire. And when you do that, you get this terrible little scream of death, and you fail the stage. Let's go ahead and do this stage correctly this time. Bop. And bop. And then this yellow Pikmin can go here, but now this yellow Pikmin we have to throw over there. Obviously we can't pluck this red Pikmin from here. You can walk on them before they are plucked, but when they're plucked you can't walk back. We can throw a red Pikmin over here, one here, and then this guy can hop right here. And that's Plucking Pikmin. It's pretty simple. Again, they get a lot more robust as it goes on. This is my favorite of the 3 minigames, as I mentioned, but only because I'm really bad at the other 2. Speaking of the other 2, let's move on to the next minigame, Marching Pikmin. To unlock levels for Marching Pikmin, the background of the card has to be yellow, so I chose the yellow Pikmin card. Can you see a pattern? Let's go ahead and select the first stage. This is Marching Pikmin. As I mentioned before, I find this one much more difficult than Plucking Pikmin personally, but you might not. The goal is to get the Pikmin over to the treasure, avoiding hazards, and whenever you move a Pikmin, they both move, or all 3 of them sometimes. And I think there can be more than 3 as well, but I wasn't brave enough to find out. The music in the background is a GBA-ified version of the Awakening Wood music, and I really like the way this song sounds coming out of a Game Boy Advance. I think it's super goofy. So what we need to do is move Pikmin over to the treasure, which in this case is the Rubber Ugly, a fantastic choice. And that's how that one works. This first stage, not too difficult. The second stage is where I started having problems, and then I looked up later stages, and they involve white Pikmin and purple Pikmin and Bulborbs, and this gets insane. It really does get super crazy, and I don't think that I could record all these levels in a way that is super entertaining, which is why I decided to do it this way. So this is where things really start to get kind of tricky. IMHO. So I'm trying to get a red Pikmin down to the bottom, but not let him go too far up. There we go. And now I can send them both over at the same time. That worked out super well. It's just a lot of trial and error, this one. I'm not a big fan of this type of game, but you might be. So if you want to give it a shot, it is not too incredibly difficult to set it up with emulators, but it can be a little bit of a pain. Let's go ahead and check out the third minigame, which is Connecting Pikmin. To unlock levels for Connecting Pikmin, the background of the card has to be blue. I scanned the blue Pikmin card. Surprising? I know. Let's check out the first one. So the goal of this game is to get all the Pikmin on the screen over to the research pod of the ship, and to do that, you have to build a path for them by swapping tiles, but you can't swap them more than once. This game is pretty tricky, but I definitely find it a bit more fun for me personally than marching Pikmin. Obviously, there are hazards for you to worry about as well, including water and electricity and fire and Bulborbs and all sorts of stuff. The Bulborbs will also move around the map just like the Pikmin will, and every time you swap a tile, the Pikmin will move forward one tile in any way that they can, or they'll bump into a wall and stay in place. So let's go ahead and swap these two tiles to build a path for the red Pikmin to get over there. Voila. And now we can sort of trap the Bulborb in his own little box here by swapping these two tiles and move this one forward. And then we just need to get the yellow Pikmin over. Not too difficult at all. I kind of like this first stage, but again, I looked up later levels of this and they do get more difficult. The music in the background, by the way, is a GBA-ified version of the Valley of Repose music, and that's my favorite song in Pikmin 2, and I really like this version of the song as well. I don't know why. That song just gives me a lot of serotonin. Alright, and let's head down to the second stage and check that one out as well. Of course. This time, we just have to get one blue Pikmin over to the ship while worrying about two Bulborbs. Not too horribly bad, to be honest. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's take this one so that we can sort of lock the Bulborb over there a bit. And then... I got it. Easy. There we go. We can swap that one. And then we can not swap that tile, apparently. Interesting. Oh, it's because it has a hazard on it. I guess that makes sense. So we can swap this one that we just walked on, though. And one more. And voila. Again, the first couple levels of these aren't that bad, but they get pretty intense, and I don't feel super confident in my skills to make a very entertaining Let's Play. But I guess if you guys really, really wanted me to cover every Pikmin 2 e-reader level in a bonus video series, let me know, and I might consider doing it after Pikmin 4. Just leave it in the comments of this video, and I might, if there's enough of you that want to see that. Anyway, that is everything I wanted to show for the Pikmin 2 e-reader support. Let's head back over to Hey Pikmin. Alrighty, here we are back at it again. Let's go ahead and get started with Sector 2C, the Glowing Bloom Pond. In contrast to last episode, my brain feels like it's moving a million miles a minute this time. That's the ADHD life, I suppose. Okay, well, I'm seeing electric brambles. And a giant cinder block in the background. That's pretty cool. I really like the backgrounds in this game. They look obviously super low res, but I don't know, there's just something about them that I like. I know that some people have been asking for like a remaster for this game, and I'm curious how they would even manage to like pull that off, unless they... Oh, I see them up there. That's kind of cool. That's cute. I like that. Nice little callback to Pikmin 3 and their mechanic there. Oh, that's the Glowing Bloom Pond. That's cool. I like that. But yeah, unless they added like a Yoshi's Island kind of aiming system, I'm not even sure how you would go about porting this. Though I guess you could just do like gyro aiming or whatever. I don't know. I'd be interested to see, and I wouldn't mind this kind of idea being taken on again. Again, I think there's a lot of value that Pikmin has in other genres as well, but... I see an anode beetle, I believe it's called. It's been a while since I thought about that enemy. I didn't even realize it had teeth, I'll be honest. Because this guy's much bigger than the others. And he's gone. Oh wait, maybe he isn't. Okay. Oh, okay. He's got like a field of view thing going on around him. Interesting. Okay, so he's gonna chase us down. And then I assume we just gotta attack him from the back, maybe? Question mark? Oh, do I need to... Okay, no, I don't need to get out of his field of view there. I'm not sure if that's actually his field of view or if he's just glowing. Okay. Well, it looks like they are just as easy to take out as they were before. They were pretty much harmless in Pikmin 2, so... Kind of interesting to see them be a bit more of a threat this time around. Alright, let's keep our eye out for all the Pikmin. because I want to perfect every level I can first go to save myself a headache later. Alright, so we have... This is still a Pikmin 3 reference, right? Because I was pretty sure that there were plants that did that in Pikmin 3 as well, but I thought they were more like mushrooms. My memory's a little bit spotty on that, though, I suppose. Okay. They take more than one Pikmin to flip over this time, but once you flip them over once, then they're not too big of an issue at all. Alright, so there's a guy... What's the idea? Oh, okay. That's a cool idea. So, like, when his light crosses the path of the bloom, the Pikmin bloom, as it were, that's not what I want. Okay. Well, I can just kind of do that. I did not think the yellows would fly that high for some reason. I also see a rope going down here, and a mushroom bouncing up. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. I see. Oh, but there's a cave there. Okay. I got you. I got you. Let's be extra careful here. Cross now. Oh, no. Okay. Well, hopefully he still comes along. Hopefully that's not going to be an issue. Please. Okay. Alright. I see... Is it 4 Pikmin? Did I throw 4 or did I throw 5? I threw 4. Okay. But now... Now I just have to get up there as Olimar slowly but surely, I think, maybe? No. Guys, come on. I need you up there. I really don't, though, actually. I don't know why I'm trying to bring them up here with me. It's not really necessary. Okay, so you can just do like a single tap to just go up the thing. And we have an eraser, I think. Evidence pulverizer. Yeah? That's a good name. Okay, come on, y'all. Let's get it. Thank God for no fall damage. Pikmin would be a series where fall damage would make sense, and then you could, like, negate it with a power-up. But in, like, a 2D platformer, don't do fall damage, unless you have, like, a very specific case, but I can't think of a 2D platformer that has fall damage that I've enjoyed having fall damage. Okay. Well, I'm not reaching the thing up there for some reason. Alright, let's just try to get a couple. There we go. And the rest of them are down there now, and the thing's glowing red now, so I think I'm just gonna call it good. I'm just gonna take my losses on that one. I don't want to leave any Pikmin behind, unfortunately. And there is... I have no idea what that is, actually. Though I'm seeing an anode beetle down there. I wish I could see a bit more ahead. So it's looking like I'm going to have to sort of race across while my Pikmin carry that. Oh, come on, guys. Alright, go, 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 go. Oh, no! No! My yellow! Come on! Okay, okay, okay. And I have to get across again. Thank you. I'm not leaving them behind. Stop yelling at me, game. They're all right here, right? Unless there's one further back, which I really hope not, man. Handy hand. Okay, it's still blinking for some reason. Oh, it's that Pikmin up there. Okay, come over here. Don't get upset. Come on, man. Come on. Just turn around. Don't worry about it. Oh my god. I can't believe no Pikmin have died through this. Lucky me, man. Get out of here. I don't want to deal. And then another one's totally going to come out of that freaking hole there. Because obviously I need it to progress. Please? Or not? Oh my god, there he is. Okay. Okay, bad timing. And now we wait. Okay. There we go. And now we can move on. Oh, that's cute. Floating down on little dandelion seeds. Huh. You good there, pal? Well, now you have a butt on your head. Congratulations. And moving forward, there's a path down and also a bunch of sheer grubs. Oh god, there's one right here. Okay. Be extra careful. This one's gonna drop now. At least I thought he would. Oh, they're just gonna Really? Really? Alright. I was gonna say, they're just gonna infinitely spawn, but... Damn. Well, that's fine. Now I can stop worrying about it too hard at the very least. I killed one sheer grub and he got air sniped by another sheer grub. Alright, I'm not going to worry about that Sparklium. Oh, there's just hearts over here? Really? That's it? Okay, well. And now we wait again. Because that's the name of the game. Or not. Or we just go for it. I've noticed that yellow Pikmin, like, bounce on the heads of the enemies, and I think reds don't? Maybe? Get rid of him. Oh my god. No. Man. 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 No! Okay. What the hell? I don't like being in the middle of this, but I have to wait for the beetle! This is difficult. Okay, this is a disaster. My first Pikmin disaster of this game. I went from 12 to fucking 7. Ah, man. Okay, well. There's more Pikmin here at the very least. Thankfully. Let's head down. And left? Maybe? There's a cave here. I just hope I have enough Pikmin for the last treasure of the area. But if not, then that gives me an excuse to perfect it now instead of later. I thought he just left. I thought he was like, you know what? Screw this. Okay. That's a lot of beetles. What the hell? Okay. Again, you won't just climb the rope, will you? No, of course not. Okay, there's another toothbrush, but this one's like a regular toothbrush and not an electric one. Okay, so we gotta be real careful here. That was not real careful. That was not real careful at all. Okay. So how am I gonna get up there? I don't really have to take my Pikmin, do I? I don't think I do. I think I can just head on up without being too concerned. Looking good so far. Yeah, okay. Oh, come on, man. Really? Okay. I'm greedy. I'm being kind of greedy, man. Oh! Okay. Okay. And go. Don't stop, just go for it. There we go. Nicely done. Well, thankfully we don't have to worry about the treasures in this area. The hairy serpent fossil. What? Serpent fossil? What do you mean? Why? Why is it a snake? I don't get that one. I'll have to read the entry for sure. Well, I'm going to, obviously, no matter what, but I'm hoping the entry kind of explains that one for me. Alright. No more fun. It's time to work. It's time to dandori. Okay. I see... Ah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we go 1, 2, 3. Everybody else. All the others can go up and help with the bridge parts here. They adapted quite a few Pikmin 3 mechanics, which is interesting. I wouldn't have quite expected them to, for some reason. I don't know why, even though 3 was the most recent game. So obviously they would, but... I don't know. My brain works in mysterious ways sometimes. And that seems to be the end of the level. Not too bad, except that one portion. Pretty tame overall. The 4 sheer grubs thing is pretty rude, though. Alright. Moving on. How much Sparklium do we have now? Is it over 10,000? No, not quite. Alright, and that's everything there. Pikmin Park message. Yep. Knew that was coming. And our new log entries. We have the evidence pulverizer. There are so many embarrassing memories. Calling my teacher mom, sending a mushy note to the president instead of my wife, locking myself out of the SS Dolphin 2, and on and on. Whenever those overwhelming memories make me feel like I could shrink up and disappear, I break out this thing to use as a punching bag. That's a double meaning. Interesting. It's never long before I feel much better. That's a pretty good entry. Next up we have the Handy Hand, which is a can opener, I think? I don't actually exactly know what it is, to be honest with you. I'm not sure I believe the SS Dolphin 2 that this thing has hundreds of uses. Is it like a Swiss Army knife? Maybe? It's just a bizarre metal hand on a stick, but my son calls his favorite snack his medicine, so it's all in how you look at things, I suppose, or I guess. And then the hairy serpent fossil. Wow, brain, please. The remains of a serpentine creature with the hair still intact, if you say so. My wife always cautioned me against letting my hair end up like the president's is. Caring for what you have keeps it from fleeing. True. But you don't have that much hair to begin with, my guy. I'm sorry to say. You have like a little tuft on the top, but not more than that. Alright, Pikmin Park time. Let's see what they found. I'm going to guess it's probably just a stack of Sparklium. The blue Pikmin are partying too. I love it. The Pikmin found something. Of course they did. It's Sparklium, right? Wow. Called it. It's almost like that's almost only what they found. So far. It's only 10 Sparklium too. It's really not much. Okay, so there's no more electricity going on over here, so I guess we're gonna send the yellows over yonder to start working on the grass on this side. And maybe by then, the reds will be done with their whole kit and caboodle over here. And how are the blues doing over yonder? They're still plugging away, of course. Alright. Well, let's head back. Okay. So what's next? Could it possibly be 2D? Yes, and also there seems to be a secret exit in that level. Interesting. I don't have any idea where it could be, to be honest. But first, regardless, we're going to go ahead and have another little amiibo party here. So I need to take my thing out of the thing again. And now it's time to scan another Mario amiibo, right? Incorrect, because Hey Pikmin is also compatible with all 4 waves of amiibo released for Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, which I of course own all of. So let's go ahead and scan the Isabelle amiibo that comes along with the game. Perfect. And there she is, the best secretary and the best dog. Secret Spot 7. Let's check it out. Okay, well, immediately I see an anode beetle to my left and a flower on the right. Okay, this seems really easy, actually. Okay, so we just knock the wall down and come over here and hope this red Pikmin doesn't get eaten. Okay, and then we just go over to the left And that's it? Okay, well, that's a simple one. Won't complain about that, though. Statue secure. Imaginary friend. Damn, that's kind of layered. Imaginary friend. I'm a little bit confused. Is this a person or an animal? It seems very friendly, but that doesn't answer the question. My dog is friendlier than my boss, after all. Its pose makes it looks like it's calling out to someone it knows well. Aw. When I get lonely on this planet, I like to imagine that someone is me. Oh, the conversations this friendly stranger and I would have. I would kill to see a conversation between Isabelle and Olimar. I'll be honest. Alright, well let's head back in and get our pellet. And yellow pellet secured. Alright, well that's not all, because we also have the Sparklium Springs here. Let's go ahead and check this out. Is it basically the same as last time? Because if it is, then I'm not sure I want to leave these in. Okay, we have blue Pikmin, and it's got kind of a different vibe to it, it looks like, so... You know what? Oh yeah, it's totally different. Okay. Then I will go ahead and leave these in for sure. Alright, well, so far it just seems to be about... Oh no! Okay! Standing in the right spot, but no. Nice. Doing good so far. Okay, well I missed one. So I can't get the perfect. I wonder if it even, like, registers that you got the perfect. I would be very upset if I have to, like, wait real time and get, like, a badge on the map for perfecting these. That would be pretty nutty. Oop, big rainbow ones now. Okay, okay, let's go. All the Sparklium, let's go! That was fun. These are a good time, too. Kind of mindless, but there's no problem with that. Alright, how much did I get? 140 and 12? 314 Sparklium? That's not terrible. That's pretty good. Almost as much as, like, a treasure. So, we'll take that. We're almost at 10k Sparklium already. We're almost a third of the way there, and I don't know if we're a third of the way through the game. Don't tell me. I don't know, but we'll find out, I suppose. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to 2D, and in the next episode, we'll tackle the secret exit. I'll just search for it in between episodes. The Shallow End. If the shallow end is dangerous, I don't want to explore the deep end. Okay, well we have some fenced-in brush in the background, interestingly. I see a rock crystal there. Do we have rock Pikmin? Nope, just blues. Okay, okay, I see a... Yep, that's exactly what I thought was going to happen with that. Okay, we have to avoid falling stuff now. And is this one going to end up being a platform? No, it's just going to break. Okay. I completely forgot this game had, like, full freeform swimming, pretty much. Oh, they're taking their little rock home. Well, too bad you guys can't continue using that base because you're mine. I think you guys will like the Pikmin Park more anyway. That crystal up there is shining, but I wonder if that's just what they all do. 8 Pikmin already. Not bad, not bad. I really like the music in this game. The music is super solid. They did a good job of capturing that very weird but fun vibe that Pikmin has. By the way, I just realized my brain just thought of the possibility of, like, a Wraith in 2D. Could you imagine, like... This game might do it, to be honest. Could you imagine, like, the Water Wraith chasing you down from the left? That'd be horrible. In 2D, especially. Let's go ahead and throw some boys up here. There we go. And we got a whole bunch of Sparklium. Of course, of course. This is a good song. I like the theremin in the background. Boom, 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 boom. Perfect. And get rid of this block. Onward and forward. Avoid that. Don't get greedy. I might have been able to outspeed it anyway, but then I would have had to ignore all of this delicious Sparklium. Actually, I doubt it's delicious. If it's ship fuel, I'm gonna heavily doubt. I'm sure Louis would eat it anyway, to be quite honest. Okay. Now, there is a top and a bottom path. I'm feeling bottom path, cave. Those Metroid instincts, man. Alright. So we have just like a classic octagonal room, I think. 1, 2, 3, yep, 8. Greedo sphere. Get another marble. I see a baby bread bug up there with a whole bunch of Sparklium, but I don't think there's any way for me to get to that. But maybe we'll be able to access this room from another side here in a moment, perhaps. Okay, avoid the spikes. Don't get greedy, take your time. There are Pikmin playing with like a ball or something over here. Oh, they're playing monkey in the middle. That's cute. What was the fourth Pikmin doing, though? I wasn't able to see. Alright. Oh! Well, that came out of absolutely nowhere. I feel like I didn't have, like, any time to react to that at all. Up here, there are yet more Pikmin. They're just handing them all to me right away. That one does not care. He's just tired, man. I don't know what you guys were scared of just now, but I'm sorry for your loss. Okay, the game is not considering me leaving Pikmin behind just yet. Thank goodness. Okay. More Sparklium obtained. And we're still not flowered yet. I think the one Pikmin I lost just prevented us from being flowered. There's a cave down below. I assume that just means we're going to have to go into first cave to get to second cave. Those bread bugs always give me a whole bunch of anxiety when trying to kill them. Let's check out the cave. I have almost all the Pikmin in the stage, but I'm still missing 2 treasures. Well, here's one of them. Interesting. Can we go left? No. Well, what the heck is the deal here? Maybe I'll be able to get to it from the right side, perhaps? Maybe? Yeah, I can swim underneath. Okay. Sounds good, homie. Let's grab some Sparklium, as per the usual. Avoid some Blinos. Doing our thing. Avoiding that, too. And that's all the Pikmin in the stage, right? Yeah, 19. Okay. Blinos are much more dangerous and much more of a threat in a 2D environment than they were in 3D. In 3D, I could just kind of sick blues on them and not have any issue. Also, Pikmin just seem to always die, like, instantly in this game, with no chance to really save them. So, that's something to note. Alright, get rid of this fine gentleman. And his wife. And voila. Glasses. Not sunglasses, the lenses are too transparent, just glasses. Conformity enhancers. You don't say. Is that some social commentary I hear from Olimar? Also, I'm missing a treasure. Where? What do you mean I'm missing a treasure? Hold on. Where the hell is this now? Is it down there? Nope, that's where I already was. Where am I missing a treasure at? Wait a minute. I think I might know where it is, actually. Hold on. Is it perhaps over yonder. I think so. Oh yeah, good brain. Good brain Wiggly. We got a corkscrew. Which is the twisty pick. Twisty pick. My brain read that as puck until literally the last second. It's always weird when that happens. There's some bricks in the background. But once again, this place is seemingly not Earth. Why did they even bother making it a different planet if they were just going to make it Earth? Why didn't we just have another adventure on PNF 404? I'm sure it's not that hard to think up of another reason why Olimar crashes. Especially for a spin-off, you could have just had it happen anyway, without really explaining it. Go, 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 go. Okay. Oh my god! That was so close! Okay. Get out of here. I don't want to deal with your nonsense anymore. This seems like it'll be a pretty easy level to perfect when I come back to it, though. So that's good news. Not too shabby. Another blue Pikmin party. Always a good time. And we cracked 10k Sparklium. Very nice, very nice. And nothing new happened in the park. So it seems like it's like every 2 levels, maybe, that it does. Oh, we have enemy logs now, all of a sudden. Okay. Interesting. Well, that's a lot of reading. Okay. Let's go ahead and check out the Greedo Sphere. This crystal sphere contains an object that emits energy that will awaken one's greed. It seems to have no effect on me, however, I fear that I would have... Oh, sorry. It seems to have no effect on me, however. I fear what would happen if it came anywhere near the president of our company. The Twisty Pick. My daughter said she wanted to be treated like her mom, so I got her a fancy dress. She said, no, like mom, so I bought her a toy car to drive. She threw a fit. I couldn't tell where I was going wrong. When I mentioned it to my wife, she just laughed and said she wanted you to give her a hug, just like me, to get the simplest things all twisted up. Aw, that's adorable. Conformity enhancers. Each type of Pikmin is unique. Some love heights, some thrive in high heat, but they all have their special qualities. Compared to them, I seem very bland and unremarkable. Not at all. The SS Dolphin 2 informs me that I am also unique, having crash-landed unusually often for a veteran pilot. As soon as I find some paint, I'm going to make this ship look as drab as I feel. Aw. Poor guy. Okay, well, let's get reading, I suppose. Let's start with the Bulborb. Why not? Oh, there he is. The big man. We have the family once again and the Latin name. The SS Dolphin 2 said it sleeps during the day, but the one I met was awake. I pointed this out, and the ship said I meant during the day on Hakatate. After defeating it, we found an object rich in sparklium. It's possible that the creature considers such objects a delicacy. Interesting. And the baby bread bug is called a crumb bug. Fair enough, good name. Its only move is to walk straight toward you without stopping. Is that so it can eat us, or so we can eat it? The Copeller, it's not a snitch bug, but maybe it's related, I'm not sure. Scarpanid? I'm not sure what the snitch bug family is. It carries Pikmin and high-energy objects away somewhere, back to its nest, I assume. Maybe if I keep observing its behavior, I can begin to understand why my wife has a hard time throwing anything away. Olimar's wife is a hoarder. Good to know. The Mock Kiwi. Okay, that's an interesting name. Its large beak is a holdover from when its kind could fly, but the wings are totally vestigial now. It spends all its time either eating or sleeping. Reminds me of a certain pooch back on Hakatate. Reminds me of a certain Hakatation coworker as well. Spornet, the Fuzzbuzz family. Not many bees prefer isolation, but this one does. It wards off intruders by dropping toxic puffballs on them. I admire its independent spirit, but there must be an easier way to live. Crested Makiwi. It's similar to a regular Makiwi in many ways. I can't see any purpose for the crest beyond a distinctive look. I prefer it, personally. Then again, nobody knows what the company's president's hair is for, either. Maybe that's why he has less and less of it each year. Sparrowhead. They hunt and peck family. They have a pesky habit of appearing suddenly out of the sky to attack. I almost skipped that. They're cute up close, though, aren't they? If the SS Dolphin 2 didn't have such an aversion to bugs, I'd want to take it home with me. It looks more like a hummingbird than like a bug. The male sheargrub, the mandiblard family. This earthbound, good game, creature gave up its wings and legs to live in the dirt. It only comes out to defend its territory. I still can't figure out if it's shy or if it's desperately seeking attention. The puffstalk. Okay, it is related to the puffstool. That's pretty cool. A mysterious creature that likes to pop out of its nest and then go right back in. It's bent on collecting energy-rich objects, but then so am I. The shooting spinner female. So there's a male variant we have yet to see, I guess. The arachnid family. I was startled to learn that all members of his species are born male, but some metamorphose into females as they grow older. Trans rights are human rights. On second thought, it's a little embarrassing. I was so surprised. The universe is a big place with all kinds of possibilities I never considered. Who am I to say this one or that one is weird? Very based, Olimar. Fantastic work. Puckering Blino. The ellipse family. As long as you don't approach these creatures which travel in packs, they are no real threat. Their big eyes suggest they have excellent vision, while the puckered lips indicate that they're good kissers? Maybe. You want to find out, Olimar? The eye stalker bulbeel. The grub dog family. It's in the bulborb family? Weird. Apparently the grub dog family includes this aquatic relative, which will try to eat anything that draws near. I wonder how many times that's backfired on it. How many acorns have happened? How many acorns that happened to fall near its mouth has it swallowed? The large splurchin, the splurchin family. The SS Dolphin 2 says that this mindless floating creature is delicious on the inside. It hasn't told me how to get past the spikes yet to try it. You know who would know? The sheer blug family. Okay. What an odd creature. It lives on both land and water and seems puffy, but shows spikes when threats approach. I find myself curling up when scolded as well, but alas, I have no spikes to present. What can I say? I'm a pacifist. The wide-mouthed anode beetle. Okay, maybe the other anode beetles didn't have a wide mouth. Scarab beetle. This pesky creature loves to generate its own electricity. It prefers solitude and becomes aggressive if provoked. It really couldn't be more different from me, could it? Part of me wishes I could assert myself as strongly as this terrifying monster does. I do too, and so does your family, I bet. And that's all of our log entries so far. We're at 10,000 Sparklium now, Captain Olimar. A third of the way there. Let's go. I've set it up for you to view any indigenous... Oh, that's why we got it. Okay, you have to unlock them with Sparklium. Interesting. Only by reviewing our past can we be prepared for our future. There's still more to fix, though. 14,000 Sparklium should be enough for the next milestone. Okay. Sounds good, ship. Sounds good. There's something in the water. Make that two somethings. Two. A large amount of Sparklium, but also a large creature. It could be dangerous, especially for your Pikmin. Be careful, Captain Olimar. Okay, well, we will worry about that next time. So anyway, thank you all for watching this episode of Let's Play Hey Pikmin Blind. I've been Guildmaster Wiggly. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like. If you are new, consider subscribing. If you want to follow my socials or join my Discord, they're in the description. And hope to see you guys in the next one when we tackle the Keeper of the Lake.